putting all the pressure on me. Why can't y'all be the ones to try to find something clever to say?
Because there's too much going on at E3 for me to think about anything else right now.
That makes sense. What's going on YouTube? This is 3 guys being loud and ignorant. School bus.
Octo.
Luck Angel.
Octo.
Because I'm at 8 places every time.
8 places. Okay.
You were in one place.
Hey, you don't know that.
As we said, there's so much going on, but we're going to talk about Sony's press conference at E3. Sony's winning press conference. People said, people's lives were changed. They were.
I don't think they just won E3. I think they won the internet.
They won the internet.
Yes.
Exactly.
I wouldn't go so far as to say they won the internet. I think they won E3, but I don't think they won it as wide as most people think they did. It wasn't as much of a cross the finish line and wait 2 minutes for Microsoft to come by as it was just we said the right thing at the right time. And we didn't let anybody do any interviews. That way we don't have to fire anybody for saying the wrong thing at the right time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's definitely true. But speaking of saying the right thing at the right time, I guess we can start this out. Everything that Sony said, we all know exactly what you're talking about. The YouTube video, and then them putting on the big screen on the television.
Yep.
It's Sony PlayStation will play used games. Cheap shot, or it's what needed to be said?
I think it's both. In my opinion. Sony, let's face it, Microsoft has won this PS3 versus 360 console war. But on saying that, I think that they're now going in the direction that is going to attract the most people. Playing used games, that's a big plus for any gamer out there.
I actually don't care.
Really?
But you don't play used games.
Exactly. I feel like I'm gonna get mugged for coming out and saying I'm a gamer who doesn't care that I'm not gonna be able to play used games on there. I can see where the average gamer would care, but
playing used games is American.
Yes, it is.
It's America.
Exactly what it is.
Is it really that much of a big deal that?
It is, because say I go out and there's a game that I want really bad, but I don't have $60 like most college students and under.
Okay.
I go and I find someone that has it used for $45 because they're having a sale. Well, I might be able to afford that, trade in a few games and put 20 bucks down. But when it comes right out and they keep taking more and more away but keeping the price the same, like they take away our booklets in the games, they take away part of our game cases and make a little recycled circle. And they keep the price the same.
Maybe I'm the one that's skewing this. Like maybe I'm the gamer that's skewing this, that's making it to where it's even an option not to have used games. But so the game comes out and you can't buy it. Why not just plan for it? I don't get it. I look at the games. They do so much marketing. They do so much announcements. And this game is going to come out next year, 2 months.
It's in order to watch for how other people react to the game.
Yeah.
Say I go and I'm like, that looks really cool, but maybe it's just overhyped.
Okay.
Maybe it's not going to be as good as it looks in the trailer. Which 90% of the time the trailers are lying about what the gameplay actually is anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll go and see reviews. Oh, I actually do want to play that. Oh look, it's used for $10 less. Why not buy it?
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose I can see that, but again, if I don't get a game at launch, I don't know. For me, it's real simple. Either I want it or I don't want it. And if I want it, then I buy it at launch.
Fair enough. Enough about our styles. Let's talk more about E3.
Okay, so, thank you. So, Sony, they had some good games to show off. Now, I think the big elephant in the room, and I liked how they did it, because they kind of slid it by. I noticed it, but apparently a lot of gamers didn't. PlayStation Plus now being required to play online.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
It's basically Xbox Live to me. The only difference is that you're paying a monthly subscription instead of a 1 year.
Well, you can get
you
a
can
1
do
year.
monthly for Xbox as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the same monthly, 3 months, 1 year. They're going to have their benefits. The big thing Sony had was games being given for free for Plus members.
See, and I think that's what sets it aside for Xbox. Now, granted, Microsoft is going to start giving some games away for free for Xbox Live members. but I don't think it's going to go as much as 4 free games a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Every month, 4 and plus, and then discounts on other games. I could see it being a negative thing if they scaled back features for PlayStation Plus, but they're adding on features, leaving the price the same. Your PlayStation Plus that you currently have carries over. I mean, I really don't see too much downside.
No.
Now, except for now, it makes me wonder if I have someone else in my household, are they also going to have PlayStation Plus in order to play online?
And right now, it's gonna come down to just a waiting game. Whether we see it or not, they haven't announced anything official. So right now, it's all just rumor.
Yeah.
Well, as far as at E3, what was the biggest game you saw? What impressed you the most? Whether it was Sony or Microsoft?
I have to say, hands down to me, Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I really liked that game. From when I saw it at last year's E3, I thought the demo, it was solid, and I think they came out with another solid demo for us to see.
You know what? With what reason I'm not picking Watch Dogs? It's because in your description you said, based off of what I saw at last year's E3, this was not a new game.
At last year's E3, it was. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, they still had like a few little bugs from then, but but this year they didn't. It was clean. It was crisp. I mean, every detail was
because they had a year to work on it.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying it looks bad.
It does look good.
It does look good.
For
I'm
sure.
just saying, okay, let me rephrase the question. What new game at E3 are you most excited about?
Infamous Second Son, then.
Infamous Second Son.
If you want to talk about something that just came out at this year's E3. But overall, I like Watch Dogs the most.
I have to say that going the route of Microsoft, I really am looking forward to Titanfall.
Titanfall does look
looks
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be made by the same people that made Modern Warfare 1 and 2 from Infinity Ward. When they left, they started this tasking, and they started working on Titanfall. They showed actual multiplayer gameplay, and it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to try out. Messing around with those mechs, wall jumping.
Yeah.
And then all the different little niches you can get in the game. It's going to be pretty neat to see what people do with that.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm simple. I'm a Square Enix fanatic. I am most excited about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is a game that is 13 years in the making, 20 years for some people. Since the first time Kingdom Hearts 1 came out.
Funny thing, Kingdom Hearts Remix HD is going to come out before 3.
Yeah.
So they're going to re-put 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. Oh, I'm sorry, not 2, because that was the issue I had.
Yeah.
Why aren't they packaging 2?
I think they're not packaging 2. If you really think about it, it kind of makes sense. 1 Chains of Memories and 158 over 52.
Like
I'm down with fractions.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
2.
We're gonna call it Kingdom Hearts Fractions.
There you go.
Kingdom Hearts Fractions. Those each set up one core storyline.
Right.
And then really the other Kingdom Hearts cover another storyline. The only thing I don't really know is where they're going to put Birth by Sleep in there. I figured they would put Birth by Sleep in with the Kingdom Hearts, the original, because it fits more better with that because it's a prequel essentially.
Yeah.
But the other ones, the remaining ones, the Coded, Dream Drop, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 each cover another set of storylines that'll hopefully build up to this Kingdom
My
Hearts
main
3.
thought is, what levels are we going to see in Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm excited because that's the most important part.
Yeah.
What levels, Disney or Square Enix, are you going to see? And how many are going to be just rehashed levels?
I will agree. Because they've pretty much done everything by now.
Right.
Except for Princess and the Frog.
Exactly.
So
we might see a big swamp level. Maybe.
And you probably could see some of the new Disney movies possibly in this. Off the top of my head, I can't name them, but I mean,
we're too old for Disney.
Yeah,
it's okay.
we are.
But I'm actually hoping to see some Marvel.
That would
there.
be neat.
Because Disney bought the rights to Marvel,
Yep.
or Darth Vader. I want a Coliseum match, Sora versus Darth Vader. I want Sora to have some force powers. I think that would be awesome. Look, I'm fan guiding all over
I know.
here. So, but
last thing about E3, they released what the PS4 will look like.
I was happy to see that. It looks like an Xbox One.
It does. It looks like an italicized Xbox
from what
One.
I've heard.
It's italicized.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's slightly skewed.
There's another thing that I like is that you can actually remove the hard drive from the PS4
Yes.
where you can from the Xbox One. And so...
Well, I think Sony's always tried to go more route as customization than Microsoft because they tend not to want people to alter their systems. But I mean, Sony doesn't really want people to alter their systems too much, but the detachable hard drive's always been great. But I know a lot of people were worried about that. One thing that does concern me is, at least at their initial press conference, Sony went through all of this, fanatic about their new camera. And the new camera doesn't come with the system.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
buy that
I don't even
But
think they
that's
even advertised it in the
E3,
press
they
conference
did
at
not.
all.
And that's why the price drop is that difference. That $100 between Microsoft and Sony is the Move versus the Kinect.
See, but it makes me really wonder because Microsoft's attaching on their Kinect, but you still have to pay for Xbox Live. So you're still talking about an additional $50.
Sure.
As opposed to Sony, even if you tack on the $50 for the camera, and then you
Agreed.
tack on the $50 for PlayStation Plus, now you're just at the price for the Xbox.
But have we seen anything actually demonstrate the capabilities of the Move for this new system?
The new system, no. Not
So
for
we
the
don't
new
know
system.
what we're going to be getting
Yeah.
for that.
That's why I was very skeptical about it. I mean,
We have seen the Kinect, even if it has been a little shoddy. We've at least seen something.
I know you were saying something, big surprise about
Oh
more stuff
yes,
that happened at E3.
all right. You guys all remember about the Ouya from first episode.
You mean the Ouya?
Yes, the Ouya. Well, they actually made an appearance at E3. Not particularly in the building, of course, because they don't have an agreement with ESA who runs E3. But they did set up shop across the street from the venue. Yes, they set up across the street. And they were all yelling like, "Hey, come over here! We got something better." But so ESA knows their presence, and so what they did to try and get rid of them was they rented out the space over there. But Ouya representatives didn't move, so then the ESA called the cops on them. Yes, cops came down, told them to leave, but they had the right permits to be there.
So Ouya got to stay
Yes, Ouya got to stay and live its moment.
at E3, trying to shave off the customers from other
Exactly.
places. I would have to say Ouya being outside of E3 doesn't really surprise me because it seems like all they've been trying to do is shave off the few people who have been upset by this console war.
Not to mention, most of the people that are looking forward to Ouya are PC players, and they're going to have a better system typically anyway.
True.
Speaking of PCs, NVIDIA actually made a statement about how they're looking forward to the new consoles. A lot of people feel that these new consoles with these improved graphics are going to be the death of PC gaming. I know I've gone on record saying that. I'm not ashamed. I cannot see how, with current technology, where it's at, them really surpassing without infringing on patent issues.
Yeah.
Right.
But NVIDIA, they basically threw down the gauntlet and they say challenge accepted.
See, I disagree. I think consoles had a place back when computers were so expensive to build a good gaming rig. But now you're getting up in price where consoles are going to match a decent gaming rig. I know I just built one for about $700. So it's not quite there yet, but it's right about there.
Yeah, it's almost there. I can basically see that.
Yeah, I don't see PC gaming ever going away.
No.
Because there are more PC gamers than there are console gamers.
Alright, so maybe we need to start getting some PC gamer episodes in here, trying to
All the
satisfy
PC gamers are huddling around watching Microsoft fight Sony in this big dog fight, and they're just huddling around eating popcorn, laughing their asses off
And
right
we're
now.
taking all bets.
Alright, well that's it for today. Make sure you let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Or I think the subscribe button's actually up there, but the comment section's down there, so use that bad boy.
Let
Otherwise,
us know what you think
Yes.
and what you want us to talk about.
yes, please, more ideas for
Be
next week.
honest.
Yes.
'Cause honesty is the key to success.
Unless
So-
it's negative. Nobody wants to hear it.
We'll catch y'all later.
Deuces.